Hi, sisters of the Hurricane First Word. It's good to be seen by you. I can't see you, but it's good to be seen by you. Um, I'm Vivian Brown, and I was asked to do a little video just to say hello to the sisters in our ward and share something with you. So I hope that you're all happy and well. I surely miss seeing all of you each week. Things haven't changed a lot for the Brown household. My husband's still very busy with his farming and spring planting time, and he's out watering, and so he's really busy at work every day. But it's changed for me. My time is a little bit more here at home by myself, and most of my interests and my pleasure time has always been involved in the church, and so that is very different for me, where I don't spend time at the temple every week and preparing lessons or music, and so I've had quite a bit of extra time. But it's been nice to be able to read books and to write in my journal more on a regular basis. My husband and I faithfully do our Come Follow Me every day and really enjoy spending the time together in our scriptures. I've done some family history things and completed some family projects that I've wanted to do, which has been really nice. One of the things that we've done is we've done this little gazebo on our back porch. I'll turn around and show that to you a little bit. It's just a little covering over our porch here. We've been enjoying it a lot because the weather is so nice in the evenings. We just sit out here with our little fire and turn the lights on, and we've just enjoyed this a lot. We've spent a lot of time on our garden. I'd go show it to you, but it's so windy all of a sudden as I'm doing this video, so I won't walk over there, but we're about ready to pick peas, and we'll have lots of squash, so we'll share it around. Our garden isn't as pretty as other people because we're having to prepare the ground for a couple of years before we put the plastic down and all, but for now it's good, and we get to harvest quite a bit out of it. I was asked to share a skill or some kind of a how-to video, but I'm not really good at that. I don't have any special skills that are just to me. I'm really good at copying other people. I'm real observant, and I see things that I like, and then I come home and try it and tweak it for myself. So I'm not too sure that I have anything like that to share with you, but I thought I might share a few thoughts of interest that I have, something I've been studying, something that's important to me. I think right now we've all been thinking quite a bit about our health through this pandemic and what we can do to stay healthy. Most of you that I've seen over the past few weeks have been walking down the walking path in front of my house. So everybody's out exercising, and that's great. That's really good. But one of my health challenges is that I'm a type 2 diabetic. My father died from diabetes and was blind for the last 10 years of his life. So this has really been a concern to me. I've read and researched a lot about the medications prescribed over the last 20 years, and I think personally that the medications are just as bad as the disease, and it's the medications that make it a progressive disease. So I've really tried hard to control it with diet and exercise, and it's really hard because the cravings are even harder. But so far, so good. But through my personal research, I've determined that the main cause of type 2 diabetes is too much of the hormone insulin in our system. And so doctors prescribe more insulin, and that's why that doesn't make sense to me, because that's the problem in the first place, is too much insulin. Insulin is the hormone that takes the food or the sugar or the glucose in our blood and pushes it into the cells to make energy for us. And when we eat too much of that, and we have too much to push into the cells, then we end up with an overabundance of insulin, And insulin says, well, if we can't put it in the cells for energy, we'll just make some fat and store it up. Oh my goodness, here comes the wind. Maybe I'll have to do this again later if it's too noisy. And so type 2 diabetes really is a nutrition problem, and of having too much sugar or glucose in our blood. And so it makes sense to me, and what I've studied is that we need to treat it nutritionally. So the way to not continue producing insulin is to not put any food into our body. But we obviously can't just stop eating. That results wouldn't be any good at all. And so I've studied then about fasting for periods of time and how that helps our bodies. I'm kind of new to the intermittent fasting. You may have heard that term used, but I've seen some really good results so far. My blood sugar numbers have seen great improvement. So I just eat at restricted hours of my day. Only certain hours will I eat, and the rest of the time I just don't eat anything except drinking water. And it really has helped. And so that's just what my personal experience has been. I have lots of books. I've got lots of information on it. If any of you would have any interest in it, I'd be happy to talk to you about it more and share some of the study material that I have and the things that I've done. But one of the thoughts I wanted to share with you is anytime I try something new or want to do something that's maybe a little different or for my health or anything, I try to pray about it and go to my scriptures. I just really feel like the Lord wants to help us temporally as much as He wants to help us spiritually. So we need to go to Him and ask for His help and His guidance. And so as I did this, I went to my scriptures, looking up scriptures about fasting and how it can help us. One of my very favorite scriptures now is in Isaiah chapter 58, and I wanted to read that to you. It says, behold, the wind is going to blow it away. Behold, in the day of your fast, ye find pleasure and exact all your labors. Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thine health shall spring forth speedily. That was just a direct answer to what I was looking for. And thy righteousness shall go before thee. The glory of the Lord shall be thy reward. Then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer. Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, here I am. And the Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water whose waters fail not. What a beautiful description. I want to be like a watered garden and have that strength and that continued guidance. So that to me was just such an answer and a blessing as I studied this. So I just wanted to share that thought, that anytime we want to do something temporarily and look for guidance for the Lord, we need to go to our scriptures as well. Thanks for letting me share a little part of my personal journey with my health, trying to find answers, and I hope that you will all stay healthy through this. Hopefully this time apart won't be much longer. I miss seeing all of you, and especially hearing you sing. I'm hoping that when we get back together that you'll all want to join the choir, because you're just so happy being back at church that you'll want to be in the choir, right? I hope that will be the plan. Please all stay happy and healthy. I love you all and hope to see you soon.